Hello and welcome to What's for Today. I am your host, as always, sick and tired, Sean Langford. And with me today, I have my usual fellows. Who are you? What's your name?
Okay, he doesn't want to go first. He's pointing towards me. I'm
Let,
Zishan.
let
Hi.
it be on the record that these are my heroes who are well aware of the fact that we are on a podcast and yet they're pointing at each other on the camera and saying, you go. And they know for a fact all the listeners over here are not viewers. So this is on record. So on one side, I have Zishan and the other side, I have Nitin. Please say hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Thank you. All right. Nitin, what's for today?
cartoons.
Cartoons.
The word like which really excites any kid, not only kid, any grown up as well. Like talking about cartoons, like early in the 90s when I was a kid, I used to wait till I get back to India actually, because I did not have a proper cable system where I used to live, and those 1 month I used to like enjoy cartoons. That's it. Like I used to hate even traveling outside those times. I just want to catch up with the cartoons like SWAT Cats, Ninja Turtles, all those shows.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
coming back
remember
was
those
like,
days. Yeah.
yeah, and coming back was like just sad time. Like I'm going to miss it now. I have to wait for a full year to see all these things.
Yeah. I
So that's
remember
it.
those days. Like I used to travel from Abu Dhabi, and
Yeah.
like Cartoon Network over there or any cartoon channels were like absolutely not the best. So and India usually during summer vacations 1 to 2 months, when however long I'm there, that was exactly what I did to like just binge watch as many cartoons that I liked over there on the Cartoon
Okay,
Network
but
India.
yeah, but so now you touched on something important. So you are saying that you had to come all the way from Abu Dhabi to India to watch cartoons. Nitin, you said the same thing. Are you telling me that you have not watched cartoons at all in UAE?
I,
Till 2000s, I have not, because after 2000 only, like we received our first this thing, like the setup box, like from the official Etisalat thing, the eVision thing.
Yeah, but yeah, eVision, eJunior, and
yeah,
stuff like that. But you must have seen something, right?
Yes,
That is your not network cartoon, the same, but at least your cassettes and stuff, right?
yes, cassettes I have seen, but
yes.
that's not like regular, right? See, maximum to must be like something like Tom and Jerry or something like that, like the movie versions or something like that, right?
Yeah. Wait, so okay, wait. Did you
Yeah,
actually rent out those cartoon, your Tom and Jerry uh, cassettes, or did you actually? For me, for example, I didn't actually. My cassettes for either Batman, the movie. So like what you said, it was like always the movies that used to come across, right? Batman. Have you ever heard of 100 plus two dimensions?
yes, yes.
Not 100
Disney's
one
102
dimension,
down.
No.
100 plus
not
2.
Disney.
Yeah, it's not.
100. No, you have 101
It's a
dimensions and you
bootleg
have 102
version.
dimensions, right? It's a bootleg version. You have 100 plus two
Oh,
dimensions.
No.
nice.
So I,
I
I
remember
ended
the
up seeing a,
title, but I'm
a
not sure
bootleg.
if I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to see 102 dimensions. I thought, oh, I'm going to spoil the movie, and I wound up seeing 100 plus two dimensions. Okay, wait. So let's go back to the past. What is the first cartoon you guys remember watching?
It was like basically when I was in India, like I came to Abu Dhabi later, like when I was like in my fourth grade. So till then, I used to like had this access to the. And speaking about cartoons, I don't remember much because it was really, really childhood. Because I would say like cartoon is like really younger than us, to be honest.
Cartoon Network is
Yeah.
younger than us, yeah.
So before that, the only cassettes which Dad used to get for me was like all Tom and Jerry and all.
Yeah, which was not actually a part of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I don't know that much about it, but so that's the first thing I started watching actually, the cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, Z, what about you?
Oh, actually, when he said that, it just reminded me of like a memory. I was going to say Mowgli, but there was another
Ah,
Lion King, the White King, like the white tiger version of that. Basically, it's like a Japanese anime. That's the earliest cartoon that I've seen, quote unquote cartoon over there. And that used to come on. I forgot,
oh
like it
yeah.
was dubbed version in Hindi. I think ZTV or some some channel used to have that.
No,
So yeah,
it
that's the
wasn't. It
earliest.
wasn't ZTV. But I think it used to come along with that. What is it? Malgudi Days, along with that, right?
I don't remember that, but I do remember the White Line and the complete story, which is like
Yeah.
so like there's a lot of similarities with Lion King. It's like yeah.
For me, I remember my first memory of watching a cartoon was this thing. Yeah, okay. So obviously, it was for everybody. It would be Jungle Book. Uh, Very vague memories of Jungle Book, but what I remember clearly watching was TMNT,
No,
Teenage
major.
Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yes.
Even DuckTales was good.
in Abu Dhabi. Huh, but like so, like TMNT was in Arabic
Oh, okay.
in Abu Dhabi.
What?
Yeah, so I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know what they were saying. I just like it was cool. All they would say "Cowabunga," and then they jump out of the plane or wherever they're jumping out of.
You know what's
And then it's like so that was kind of cool.
You know what's funny? Actually, I remember watching Sonic the Hedgehog in Arabic quite a bit, even though I never understood it. But that was because we didn't have cable, as like Nitin said, right? And there was no Cartoon Network at that time. I can't remember the situation, but
It wasn't there. Wasn't there?
I remember watching cartoons on channel 22, channel
33.
that I forgot the channel number.
33.
Channel 33, yes. It was a multiple of 11, yes. Channel 33. And I remember watching and waiting for G.I. Joe to come every like Friday afternoon after like prayer time. So that was like after lunch, 2:30 slot was always G.I. Joe on Channel 33.
G.I. Joe was something I've never seen. Okay, Sonic is something, though I have seen the Sonic, the cartoon character. I've not watched the cartoon at all. Nor have I seen the current movie as well, but I've not seen or played the game as well.
Mm.
So, but okay. Okay, so you, what is the transition like for like, what is your favorite cartoon as a kid?
It was like Tom and Jerry was there, Scooby Doo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Samurai Jack, SWAT Cats.
But okay, wait. So your Courage the Cowardly Dog and your Samurai Jack, that came a little later. I think,
Later, yeah.
once you grew up a bit, right? So like, so your Scooby Doo and I think the most common memory all of us would have together would be Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is still going on actually, if you see.
It's a very weird version of going on right now. The original one is like if you go to see even Tom and Jerry also has like the different versions of the art. So like the oldest one where Tom is like extremely skinny, he has a weird face and all that, and he has like gloves instead of the white hand. That for me was like the best Tom and Jerry version of it. I mean, Scooby Doo was why I have a very clear memory of Scooby Doo is because Scooby Doo used to come around the 6:30 to 7 or 7 to 7:30 time slot. So 7:30 to 8 would be the time where mom would come back from the office. Okay, so I should be completing my homework before mom comes, and I'm not supposed to be watching TV. So I am watching. So obviously mom didn't know about it, so I would be watching TV. And so this is what we used to do, right? First switch the TV on, check which channel was there. Okay, when you switch the TV on, and then you change the channel to whatever you're watching. So maybe if I'm watching Cartoon Network, so I switch to Cartoon Network. Okay, I'm watching Scooby Doo like around the 7:30 slot, and I'm doing my homework. The moment I come to know that mom's coming or I hear her outside or something like that, immediately I switch back to the original channel, switch the TV off, and I'm running to the table with the thing, homework on. So that's why I remember Scooby Doo so well. That this entire thing. So yeah. So what about you guys? What is like your childhood association with cartoons?
Yeah, like a few of them Nitin has mentioned already. So that was during my early teens, I guess. Like I would still watch cartoons back then, early teens. But the earliest memories, as I said, like that Japanese White Line, that was Kimba the lion, and what was the other cartoon that I mentioned? I forgot that. But that and like watching Sonic, because I was so desperate to watch a bit of cartoons, right? Like most of the time it was just at home.
G.I. Joe.
When TV is there, it's like dad is watching like news or something or the other. So like there was only very select time slots which I would request, like, hey, I want to watch TV for X amount of time for like this cartoon. So I had to like actually book time, like, hey, I want it at this time, please give it to me. So that was one of my earlier memories, watching GI Joe, which I tried to rewatch just like maybe like 5-6 years ago, and the dialogues were like very cringe-worthy. So I stopped in season 1. I couldn't go through with it. So yeah, and back then, like I don't know if you guys remember, like Disney R used to come on ZTV back in
Yeah.
97, 98 probably, and later on till
Yeah.
maybe 2003 or something. So my mom, because it was when it would come early in the morning, right, like 10 to 11 or something, some time like that, and that time would be like school time.
4 to 5
So
in the evening.
no, there was one in the morning too. It was like twice a
Okay.
day or something. So my mom used
Yeah,
to
that would
record
be
that.
come at 4 to evening. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom used to record and keep, because we had like a VCR. And for those of you wondering what a VCR is, please Google it. It's a cassette.
Actually, going,
It's an old.
actually going to say the full form of VCR. I was like, okay, well, this is going to be interesting. Like, no, Google it.
No. It's video cassette recorder. I mean, like there's nothing much to Google, but I just want to keep it so that people can take some action items from this podcast as well. So in
Really
case
think
you're
people
wondering what a
want to listen to
VCR,
podcast for knowledge.
I
You
hope
think
so.
if people actually
That's the audience I'm targeting, man.
you're targeting people
I would
who
like
are
to
seeking knowledge, and I'm targeting people who are like driving down and they're like, I have nothing else to do right now. I'm targeting people who are like me, like driving, nothing else to do, so just like listening to podcasts and drive. That reminds me. So you mentioned something about cringe, right? So
Yes.
according to you, which cartoon has aged horribly?
Ooh, I have to think about that one. Aged horribly. There's gonna be a
Little
lot
horribly.
of. There's gonna be a couple of them. There has to be a couple of them. Like GI Joe is not that bad if you think about it, but the dialogues are a little cringy. But Looney Tunes comes to mind if you think about it. Like the earlier
Yeah.
tunes, back when there was World War II, I believe, right? They had very racist cartoon characters in there, and it was not only during World War II; it was even sometime after that, because there was the whole racism incidents happening in the USA against minorities from the Axis powers. But anyways, that's a different subject altogether. Let's stick to cartoons. But yes, those cartoons have not aged well because they have Asian face and like black face and subtle racism in there, like huh?
Yeah, yeah. Asian face and
Yeah.
yellow face.
Yes, yellow face. Sorry,
They are Asian.
yellow face.
Yeah.
Well, we are South Asian, technically speaking, but yes, we are Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are South Asian. We are Southeast Asian, I think, right?
No. Southeast is China, Thailand, and
China.
all
China.
that place. Yeah.
So we are, yes, okay, South.
We are South West, right?
South Asia. No, bro. South Asia.
So we are going to
Southwest would be
very
Middle
safe
East,
in the
man.
entire-
Just say Asia. Let's just leave it as Asia.
Wait.
Yeah.
One sec. Southwest is going to be Middle East.
Yeah. Southwest Asia is going to be the Middle East. The region Middle East. That is known today worldwide as Middle East.
No,
but,
I know it sounds
so
ridiculous.
the West is in the East.
No,
The
wait,
West is in the East.
Middle East is a separate continent, right?
It's not a separate continent. It comes under Asia.
How is Middle East a continent, dude? Middle East is the middle. It's in the middle of the East.
No.
It's like Middle
I always thought it's like the Middle East,
not
Asia,
a continent.
Oceanic,
How is it a
America,
continent?
and the South American countries.
Those are regions of Asia. See, I'm targeting people like Nitin with this podcast.
People like Nitin who are people like Nitin who are watching the podcast will be like, what are these people talking about? There are only two continents, North Pole and South Pole. What are you talking about? Turn off. You have 7 continents. Don't ask for 7 continents, but you have 7 continents. So yeah, yes, okay. So yeah, you're talking about the racism part. Yes, racism was also there in. I heard this in somewhere. I think I remember reading it somewhere that even Tom and Jerry had a certain racist element in it because remember the maid who was there
Hmm.
for Tom. So you would
Yes.
obviously you would not see the top part of the any human in the thing.
Yeah.
You only see the like the knee below. So the particular maid who was there, she's black, and you would not see any of the other male characters. You would see the main characters you would see were always white, but the maid or the servant characters were there were always black, and they were like the proper, the Texan proper black, like the so-called the slavery type. They went into that level of it. So over the years, if we go to see this slowly phase that out. So I think at that point they realized that they're getting into a very yucky category, and they just moved from there. So yeah, that. But I would also say, what do you call it? Any of these cartoons who, they would stereotype a particular thing or like work the stereotypical characteristic. Like for example, you had Yosemite Sam from this thing. You also had Ed, Ed and Eddie, like teenagers who were like who don't have anything else to do. They're lazing around and that kind of stuff. And even the Indian guy who's there on Ed, Ed and Eddie, they really worked the accent on that guy.
I had
Right?
forgotten about that guy.
Apu from I don't remember his name, but they really worked for this. And he was a guy in the cartoon who would like. He's more of that, the DIY kind of a person who's like very entrepreneurial and very hardworking and sweaty and stinky curry flavored guy all the time. So that Apu from Simpsons, that again they phased out. So many racist elements there throughout the ages in which they obviously phased out, but yeah, cringy and aged.
You're
horror.
wait, Sean. Just going back to Ed and Eddie's Indian kid. Do you mean Rolf?
Yeah.
Rolf was from like Central Europe or something, like Austrian or like something German.
I remember him being Indian. I don't know why I remember that. Maybe it was the accent. I don't know. Then that is I'm being racist.
Yeah, he had a strong accent for sure.
Uh, Nitin, what about you? What do you think? What is your?
See,
what
I
do
never
you-
noticed all this racism, or like things. Like I just enjoyed the show. That's the thing. I never like noticed these things that time. But later on, when they were talking about this, like you said, the articles, everything that time, when I came to realize like certain dialogues, how it came in the naughty way.
Hmm.
But kids were innocent that time, but they couldn't recognize it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So Rolf is a quirky, odd, unusually happy immigrant of an undetermined origin and culture with odd customs, which he displays frequently, and it often involves a wide variety of meat, and has a thick accent to match. Rolf is the son of a shepherd, a fact in which he takes great pride. He works on his parents' small farm within their backyard, and leads a scouting group called the Urban Rangers, which includes Jimmy, whatever. He seems to be very muscular, but is usually shown only when he's very angry. With his unusual customs and strange food, Rolf confuses the rest of the kids to no end, and his inability to comprehend the culture and customs of his new home is running gag in the series. So, like, okay, so whether he's Indian or not, this actually goes to show that as to how this has actually aged horribly. You're showing an immigrant who doesn't know how to follow the culture of a thing, and so yeah. Yes, cartoons have aged poorly. Okay, um, do you have favorite categories of cartoons, like guilty pleasures and
Yes.
Okay, what?
One was like I always consider Tom and Jerry to be like an wild adventure out there, like chase between cat and mouse, everything, like the fun type.
Yeah,
And then I should like the plain action ones like SWAT Cats, Samurai Jack. Such cartoons.
You
Then
Powerpuff Girls.
late in 2000. Yes, I've seen Powerpuff
Sorry.
Girls. Then Popeye was there.
Oh yeah, Popeye. I forgot
Popeye
about
was
that.
there, and then then in later 2000s, Ben 10 came in.
Loved it. Huge fan of Ben 10.
So yeah, that's yeah. Then Scooby Doo. That was another like chase game. So it was like those type of were like my favorites. Like something end of it. Then investigative action like that, and even Courage the Cowardly Dog. Even so, you found it like funny and stupid, but it was like the dog was investigating something.
Mm-hmm.
That was some freaky stuff, though.
Yeah,
Courage the
but
Cowardly
still,
Dog?
it was good.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was like nicely made actually.
It was well made, but some of the characters were like really creepy in that show, and I don't think it was meant for like the average kids. It was meant for like slightly more older kids, probably teenagers. Like the
I
kind of
think
content it touched upon.
Yeah, but I think it was meant to be more of a transitional cartoon. You didn't have many cartoons touching upon like the grown-up aspects of the thing. So like you would be having Powerpuff Girls and SWAT Catch, which would be talking about the elections of like for example, you're talking about Mojo Jojo, who becomes the mayor for some time, or in SWAT Cats, the villain becomes the mayor for some time. When it comes to Courage the Cowardly Dog, it would touch on topics like death, about conspiracies, about controversial stuff in that. So scary stuff also. So it will basically transitioning or helping kids to get into the whole the horror genre. Like whether they're comfortable to get into the horror genre or not. So I think that was sort of like it's something which even we can enjoy, and something which even the kids can enjoy. Like you would have certain cartoons which only kids can enjoy. For example, have you watched any cartoon on E Junior when we had Evision?
I don't remember. Like I guess there were like some few fantasy shows in that which I used to watch, but I don't remember the names now.
See, like
I've seen a few, but yeah. Yes, Arthur.
Yeah, you had Arthur, you had the Magic School Bus, you had Dragon Tales, and of all that, you had Teletubbies. Have you watched Teletubbies even by accident?
No.
No, right?
No.
Yeah, okay, so this came out once we grew up a little bit. But Magic School Bus and all, it's a guilty pleasure. Like, you end up watching it because it's sort of weirdly fun. So,
and it's an educative thing too, right? It's an educative cartoon too. So that's the bonus there.
So so you will be having cartoon which is not really tailor-made for the kids, but it is also in such a way that even the parents can sit and watch it. I mean, they won't get completely bored. So that's why you see many of these cartoons today also, which will be having these hidden adult jokes in the cartoons, which only the adults would realize about. And adult jokes as in like only those who have seen life and they're talking about it. So whether it is political jokes or whether it is like subtle racist jokes or whatever it is, those are hidden in cartoons which only the adults will be able to realize that.
But coming to from the Courage the Cowardly Dog, I don't think there has been a proper horror cartoon series, right?
I don't think so. No, I don't think there has been. I mean, you'll be having certain cartoons which maybe one or two episodes would focus, those Halloween themed episodes. Maybe some of them would be.
Like I have seen the Constantine animated ones. Like it has some horror in it, related to the Constantine one.
That's recent, right? And these are the cartoons which have cleared the censorship board and they've got the R rating and stuff. Right? But back in the day,
but our time there was nothing like that, I would say.
There was one cartoon back then which was it was not horror, but it was like comedy. I think it was called Billy and the Grim Reaper or something like.
Oh yeah,
Nate.
The guy.
Nate 2005-6. That was not horror. It was comedy.
It wasn't horror.
But in the same in the same era, but we had an horror.
The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy.
Yeah.
Yes, Bill and Mandy. Yes.
But this was not a cartoon actually. This was a proper serial actually, like related to horror. You remember the series called Aahat?
Oh, Ahat, yeah.
That's not a cartoon though.
No, sorry, it's not a cartoon, but that's the only horror. Like I remember having a series like that during that time.
No, you had
One
Woke.
thing like, yeah. I'm
There
sorry.
was Woke.
I'm
It was
changing the
someone
topic.
similar to it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm sorry, I'm changing the topic. But like, I'm surprised none of us
Yeah.
said He-Man or something. Like, I know I haven't watched it. It was more of a
I
80s
have not
cartoon
watched
because
it.
I know my cousin who is like 10 years elder than me. He's a big fan of He-Man.
He-Man only one episode
I
I
haven't watched
watched,
it.
but that also wasn't like after I got internet actually.
Hmm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Even by accident, I haven't gone searching for it. Like, I just saw on random, I saw one, and it seemed too dumb for me. I don't know why.
No, actually,
and this is a guy who has watched dumb cartoons.
I have come across after searching for like those Batman and other stuff, right? But then this came in the recommendations.
Oh yeah, wait. If you're talking about He-Man, we also have to talk about those things. Like, you had, I think at that point in time, many cartoons which was like so in He-Man he goes, "Why the power of Grayskull?" and then he becomes He-Man, right? So he's a prince something, and then he becomes He-Man after the whole enchantment scene.
And even there was one other cartoon called Phantom.
Phantom was not horror.
Phantom was not a cartoon.
Not horror. I mean, like
Phantom was
Phantom.
not a cartoon.
There was a cartoon. He
There was a
wears
cartoon.
ring.
There was a
There was a
cartoon.
cartoon. Yeah.
There was a
That's
cartoon.
how I like the
Oh,
character
really?
actually. It is like it's pretty old. I don't remember.
I remember Phantom as a comic, but not a.
There was a
No,
cartoon
no.
there.
There was a
He
cartoon.
wears a ring. And the best thing was this was dubbed into Malayalam
It
as
was a
well.
movie.
No, cartoon, proper cartoon, and
Proper
this
cartoon.
was even this was even dubbed into like
Okay.
Malayalam as well. And like I used to say, you used to say, like give me the strength of 8 tigers, something like that.
I would love to hear that in the.
So yeah, I'll tell you. Like,
I'm not going to attempt to even say that. For those of you who are listening, I am an Anglo-Indian who who's having his roots in Kerala, but I cannot speak a word of Malayalam. Unfortunately, it's very sad, but it's the truth. So I'm not going to attempt to even try to say, "Give me the power of 8 tigers," because I might end up saying that I want to eat 8 tigers.
and you'll end up in controversy.
Okay. Quite possibly, and it's a surprise that we still haven't landed up in a controversy yet. Okay, wait. So you're talking about Phantom, right? But when you said Phantom, it reminded me of another cartoon. So when you're touching when you're touching Cartoon Network, you have this whole different like categories of cartoons in Cartoon Network as well. So you would have Looney Tunes, you would have Hanna-Barbera. So in Hanna-Barbera, when you said Phantom, what reminded me of was Space Ghost.
Oh, I wanted to watch that as a kid, but it was late night, I think. Like 11, 12-ish.
Yeah, it was too like, yeah. No, not 11, 12. Because Cartoon Network had this thing where till 9 o'clock it would Cartoon Network, and then the moment the clock strikes 9, it would then shift to TNT. So like that was the thing with. I'm not sure. Maybe it was only for my cable guy. So he would shift it to TNT. But from what I remember, because Cartoon Network once it hits at 8:59, there's a small shot that plays where there's a time bomb clicking, and then it hits 9, and then time bomb blasts, and then the vault opens, and you have the TNT logo coming out. That's where you had the WCW Nitro and stuff like that coming with wrestling matches. That was on TNT. But yeah, I think later on, once TNT shifted to a whole complete different channel altogether, I think that's when you had Space Ghost coming out too. So but Space Ghost, you had Caveman. Have you seen Caveman?
Caveman? No, I have not.
No.
Caveman? Is
This
it by the same?
Yeah. It's in the same era, it is the same generation, and it is the same production house also, Hanna-Barbera. So it's basically this like a peanut-looking guy,
I remember this.
brown hair, and he had this whole stick, the Caveman Club.
Yeah.
Big Caveman. With like swing system, and he's basically a very hairy Thor.
Yes. I'm literally Googling these things right now. Caveman, Captain Caveman and the Little Angels or something.
Captain Caveman, yeah. So you
Teen
have
Angels.
Captain Caveman reminds me of like Captain Planet or something like that. So
Yeah, so all these things are all by the same production house. So you had Hanna-Barbera. So Hanna-Barbera would be having all these cartoons together. So you had Captain Planet, which was the most weirdest cartoon I've seen as a kid, and I loved it. Sparing some episodes, yes, but then for some reason the guy who was playing Earth, I don't know. I mean, he's weird character. Heart, don't even ask you like. Why I don't even know why they put heart in it.
Like
Fine with
superheroes, we
it.
had really less options that time. Like SWAT Cats was there, Captain Planet was there, X-Men was there.
X-Men was not there.
X-Men was there
X-Men came, no, X-Men was not there. X-Men came way, way later. Like,
before 2000s, right?
There was a
yeah, before
X-Men back
2000.
in 80s, 87, 86, but I don't think it was ever broadcast on Cartoon Network UAE.
No, cassettes were available.
Late,
Yes,
Cassis,
cassettes
yeah,
were
but not on
available.
Cartoon.
Oh,
Not
And Cassis also, you had Evolution.
yes, Evolution.
even Batman Beyond was good.
Yes,
Batman Beyond versus animated series of Batman. So, the Batman the animated series. Which of the two do you
Yeah.
prefer? Actually, there
oh
are many
god,
Batman
that's
cartoons.
a
You
that's
had
a
Batman
tough
the
call,
animated
man.
series. You had different Batman series. Actually, you had Batman the animated series. You had the Batman, the New Adventures of Batman, and then you had this thing, Batman
There were a
Beyond.
lot actually. To be honest, till now I don't know like which is the right one to begin with.
Batman animated series. And then New Adventures of Batman. Then Batman Beyond. No, no. Then Justice League. Then Batman Beyond. Then the Batman. And the
Yeah,
Batman
I
is
remember
under
Batman
the
Beyond was like more like the future one of Batman.
Yes,
yeah, yeah. Which actually they had one episode of Batman Beyond in Justice League. I mean, not one episode of Batman Beyond, but they basically give a more in-depth background of Batman Beyond in Justice League. This episode called as Epilogue. So yeah, I mean, so again, so like that is a cartoon. Justice League is a cartoon which was like, which again, being a comic and everything, it really delved into a lot of adult territory in the sense like it dealt with heartbreak. It dealt with a lot of death, with betrayal and stuff like that. So there was a lot of grown-up stuff in that. Okay, what about Flintstones?
Loved it actually. Flintstones and Adam Family is something like I will like combine it actually.
Adam's
yes.
Family, yeah.
Adam's Family was very
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Kid
Jetsons.
was
Lurch.
too good in it.
In which one? Adam's
Just
Family?
since I just yeah.
Kids are good. But for me, it is always
And
the Mr. Adams and what Morticia. What was the guy's name? Mr.
Morticia.
Adams. Morticia and
Uh, I forgot. Fred? I
very
don't know.
sorry.
it's some French name.
And just yeah, Jetsons, I just remember like I haven't seen much. I just remember them taking off and going. That's it. I've seen it like way behind, way back.
Jetsons. I think they thought that the year 2000 would be. So again, Jetsons is more like Back to the Future. When they like,
Yeah.
have high hopes for the year of 2000, 2010 and all that. Like, oh, we're gonna have flying spaceships as cars and stuff like that. We'll be having hovercrafts and stuff. Uh, I mean, it's not that we haven't reached there. We are somewhat edging towards it. We have Samsung is coming up with a robot. You know that? Yeah, Samsung is actually coming with a robot for this thing. I saw it. They had the unveilings, this thing. So I saw a clip of it. I didn't see the entire thing though. Just a clip of it. But yeah, so we're edging towards where Jetson wants
I
to be.
hope it doesn't
But
hang in the air.
I'm a Samsung guy, so I couldn't let that slide. So okay, wait. So there is this theory that Flintstones is actually not in the past, but actually it's in the future.
Yes, I heard about that theory. After
Oh.
like a nuclear war or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That they have to
Just
go back
realized
to
it
the
now.
basics.
And but I don't know how dinosaurs came in the picture then. So, but maybe Jurassic Park just exploded, and then all the they became more of humanoid or something. But not humanoid. What's the word I'm looking for? And
Human friendly.
anthropomorphic. Yeah, human friendly. Yeah, sure, why not? You can go for that. So yeah, so that's that theory that post-apocalyptic thing, because they have the whole notion of how to drive cars and how our office is supposed to look like, and the whole construction idea and stuff of very plain of all of that. They have those ideas, so that's the whole theory behind it. So in fact, even Jetsons and Flintstones, they had a crossover.
Okay.
You know that,
Yes.
right?
No, I haven't
So
seen
they had
that
a cross.
crossover.
They had a crossover in the sense where they exchanged this thing. What do you call it? The eras? So
Characters.
Jetsons landed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jetsons landed from the Flintstones era, and Flintstones landed from the Jetsons era. So that was the kind of
Wow.
actually crossovers that we're talking about now. So you have Avengers and stuff like that. So, but actually crossovers were like there like, since years. So you had Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo was like the king of crossovers because they had one particular Scooby Doo show. I forgot what it's called, Scooby Doo movie or Scooby Doo show or something like that, where every day they'll be having guests. So you would have Adam West, voicing Batman and Robin, Batman and other guy. I think I forgot his name, Burt Ward, I think, who was voicing Robin. So you would have that. You'd be having the most common guest stars that they would have was the Globetrotters, who were like this very comedic basketball team. So that was it. You would have a lot of crossovers. You'd be having crossovers with Johnny Quest. Uh, Johnny Quest was an amazing TV show. Have you seen
That's
Johnny
the
Okay.
Quest?
thing, right? It was available mainly in Cartoon Network India. It was not in Cartoon Network UAE. So you needed to
Yeah,
wait for
yeah.
Toonami and stuff like that. So yeah, then that's going back to like going summer vacations in India, and then only you would see that
To
cartoon.
just think the concept of it, right, was like it's like pretty awesome, and even the art style that they had, like the normal cartoon, and then you plug on the earpiece thing, whatever it is, and you go into the virtual world, the quest world, and you land up with the whole graphical representation of the person. It looks pretty good.
Hmm.
Okay, so you had Johnny Quest, you had what about Richie Rich? What's your take on Richie Rich?
I don't know. I
Haven't
never
seen
liked it.
enough. Yeah, haven't seen
Oh,
enough.
I didn't like it either.
And
That
do
was
you guys
horrible.
remember
I didn't
this thing, Roadrunner?
love
Yes,
that.
part of the Looney
That
Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Looney Tunes Merry Melodies. Yeah, that was amazing. You had I don't know, for some reason Looney Tunes never. I mean, what's the name? Roadrunner didn't actually cross over with Bugs Bunny or anything. In fact, if you go to see Sylvester and Tweety, right, they would have been the perfect pair with Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Like the whole
I really
chasing
hated
Thunder
Tweety.
behind.
I really hated Tweety.
Annoying,
Annoying
yeah.
to the bone. The grandmother was worse. Granny.
When did Teen
The
Titans start,
voice
actually?
actors. Teen Titans, that came
It was in 90s,
along.
right?
No, came later. No, they came after. No, they came way after that. It came after Justice League and stuff like that because
Okay.
it needed that launch.
Anyone remember the characters of Thundercats? Like, you guys have seen the show, right?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I have seen
I've
a
seen that,
few
but I
episodes.
can't remember the lead names, actually.
I've seen the toys.
The show
I've
was
seen the
pretty good,
toys.
actually.
Okay, so explain this to me. So these are these are like humanoid animals, right? As in they're
Yeah.
tigers and stuff like that. But they're also riding tigers, right? These are humanoid tigers who are riding tigers as a mode of transportation. So this is basically Goofy, who's a dog, walking Pluto, who's a dog, or Mickey, who's a mouse, walking Pluto, who's a dog.
It is, I would say it's something similar to like Transformer. Their planet is dying. They have come back to different planet and all.
Okay, okay. So then, in that same line of thought, have you seen Ninja Robots?
Which one?
Ninja Robots.
No.
seriously, okay, this was in India, the Cartoon Network in India. This is a proper anime. So where you would be having, the oh, wait, have you seen Voltron?
Dude,
What
I've
what
seen
happened?
this. I've
What
seen this. I've
Ninja
seen
Robot?
this ninja. I
Ninja
was
Robot?
looking for this one. I, I saw it in Arabic though
Yeah,
on Channel 33.
it is an amazing show. It's very weird, but
Yes.
it's like so they all combine together and become it's basically like Voltron. So Voltron, you have like five lions or something, and they become into this huge Voltron thingy. The same thing. Voltron is there on Netflix, by the way. The new updated version is on Netflix.
Oh,
Amazing show.
nice.
Dude,
The
if you're
same thing
bringing up,
you had
yeah.
this
Sorry. Go ahead. Go
bringing
ahead.
up.
There's a lag, so I
No,
can
no.
barely
Tell me,
tell
tell me.
who's speaking when. No, I'm just saying Ninja Robots reminded me of Saber Rider.
Anime?
It's an anime, Saber Rider, yeah. And the Star
No, I haven't watched
Sheriffs.
that.
Yeah, oh, that was a very
Absolutely
good
not watched.
show. That's a very good show. That's 80s. That's
Okay.
proper 80s cartoons that I've seen like as like reruns in the 90s.
Centurions.
Centurions.
Centurions was a very weird show for me because it's as though the most useless guy was the guy who was on Earth. Not on Earth, the guy who was in the water.
Hmm.
Okay. Ace was the coolest guy, the guy who was in the so you had like three Centurions. One who was on the who the flying thing, other one was on the land thing, and the third guy was the water thing, right? So you have be having these three guys. Uh, you guys have seen
Yeah,
Centurions,
I've seen. So based on your logic,
right? Nitin
based
hasn't
on
seen
your
it.
logic, Aquaman is like the least uh,
No,
useful
no.
character.
Aquaman is different because Aquaman. No, the way that they had made Aquaman as a character initially in DC Comics, yes, he was useless. But obviously, as and when they realized that he's actually a good character, they evolved him. Like DC New 52 made him into a much better character. Aquaman overall is a different character altogether because he has the whole living in the Atlantis and the whole water pressure strength part. This guy I'm talking about was actually useless because if he didn't have equipment on land, he was useless. I mean, he had to ride. Okay, so he had to sit with the other guy, who the land fellow. Okay, or he had to hang on to the other flying fellow. Others, he's absolutely useless. So then that was like a very weird show for me. He's absolutely pointless. And weirdly enough, they made him the leader because he didn't have any other role to play in the team, so they made him the leader. So
I mean, if you go by the
uh,
color scheme, right, the blue guy is always the leader of the group in any cartoon that you take up. Most of the time, blue will
yeah,
be
but
the calm guy and the red
here
guy
he
will
was
be a
the
bit
leader.
brash.
Uh, Powerpuff Girls defeated that thought because Green Buttercup, she was
But
bright.
that's just one. I'm talking about the majority. There's always like red and blue, and always like blue is the leader usually, and the red is the vice captain or vice leader of the
Are you
group.
talking about Avengers?
No, I'm just saying in general, not just Avengers or anything. In general.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so you go. Justice League also you have the Holy Trinity, which is not Holy Trinity, the Trinity of Justice League, which you have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So Batman is black. I mean, his costume. Oh, by the new Batman is black. That's a whole different. Yeah. There's a new thing coming on. It's called as DC Future State. Sorry, where you have all different heroes who are taking up the mantle now. Anyway, so okay, cartoons. So you have what about Ben 10 we spoke about. Uh, what about the reruns? Not reruns, the reboots.
Which one?
Any of the reboots. Like for example, like, if you're talking about Ben 10 also, like Ben 10's reboot right now is like horrible. Have you seen it?
But my
I would say, like, compared to our childhood, the current level of cartoons is not really that good.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like to the listeners, I would say, like, you got your niece, nephew, or son, daughter. Show them the 90s cartoon and the current version of cartoons and comment down which one they enjoy the most.
But the thing about that is the kids will like the newer animated style more because it's slightly newer, right? Like the old one is slightly hand-drawn style of
But still,
cartooning.
the content is
I
much
wouldn't.
better and more
Content,
engaging.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
yeah, I think I would go with Nitin on this because like so generally most podcasts what you will see that we're disagreeing with Nitin half the time. But in this one I would agree with him because the current one the art style that is there, right? The art style is too kiddish, and with the current generation, the kids are not kiddish anymore. The
Hmm.
kids are more into the whole mature phase of life. So then they would actually, in fact, if we were kids, we would enjoy the kiddish cartoons that are there right now, and the current kids would enjoy watching what we used to watch already. Like for example, now I think you talk about Megas XLR, right? So the whole
Hmm.
concept about a car becoming an entire robot. So is it like Transformers? No, but it's like the whole thing of Megas XLR is like a very weird concept. You remove the steering wheel and you put a joystick on the steering wheel thing, and then you go ahead with it. That concept didn't work for us back then because we didn't really think about the whole time travel stuff. And I think for us today, they have seen so many movies of Transformers, and at the same time, they have also seen a lot of movies and cartoons about time travel. So, they're able to connect with it much better as opposed to how we used to connect. Like for us, it was fantasy. For them, they have seen it on TV. They know that it's actually possible, and this would be amazing if they could go ahead and do it. So, yeah. So I would agree with Nitin on this one. Okay,
And
wait.
then we
Have you
had
guys watched?
like Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes.
It okay. So I just read something about SL Laboratory, which was saying that it was so before Cartoon Network had these long form cartoon series, right? So they actually had these shorts. So Cartoon Network, how it works is like it would be having half an hour shows, right? And in half an hour shows, you'll be having two cartoons. Like you'll be having two episodes of Dexter's Lab from let's say from 4:30 to 4:45, then 4:45 to 5 o'clock. So it would just be that 15-minute episode. That's it. So one shot of each, I think. So Dexter's Lab was the most popular cartoon, which is why that was taken up as a spin-off, and then that went on ahead as the pilot, not as in the most popular show identified. But Texas Lab was like beautiful,
Yeah.
like amazing.
My only doubt was like what used to be his monthly current bill,
What used to be what?
his monthly electricity bill.
It's but do you okay? Wait, this guy is a genius. The kid is a genius. Okay, so do you really think he would be, he would not have money to pay the? I mean, like, have you seen his equipment? He's built a robot. You know,
No, I'm
he
telling,
goes for
like from
monthly
just
space station visits.
logical way thinking. I'm thinking
No, I
already done.
think he had like
Logically thinking,
a
what
energy
is it?
source.
But logically thinking also, the AC, even if you have an energy source, dude, you still have to get material. You can't
Yeah.
just like materialize material out of thin air just because you have energy.
And who's going to
You
sell to
need
the
to
kid
import that.
materials?
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So, I mean, okay, but
it's a show. Like there has to be some level of
Now I'm
extended
thinking. I'm
things
just
there.
thinking. That's it.
suspension of disbelief. Yeah. No, but okay, even from that perspective, also, if you're going to see, right, this is a kid who has an entire like base, dude. He has an entire base in his room. Okay, his room is on the top floor, not on the ground floor. His room is on the top floor, and he has a
Elevator.
what do you call it? Yeah,
Yeah.
he has an elevator. So whose room does he go through?
How did he build the elevator?
Exactly. So if he's now if he's getting so like if you see the house from outside, there's nothing, there's no expansion of the house outside, right? There's like no wall extension, nothing. Like he's opening the bookcase and he's getting into the bookcase, right? Once you enter in the bookcase, it's an
Yeah.
enormous like laboratory. Yeah, so like where is the extension? Like this is basically like the room of requirements in Harry Potter or something, or like those never-ending bags or something. But Cartoons, yes, you should be having some form of
So you
suspension of
both
disbelief,
like
but it is like
coming up from Dexter's this thing, like which cartoon you felt like sad while watching? Like which one you got you emotionally this thing? You felt bad, sad.
I never felt sad watching cartoons.
Like not
Uh,
sad watching, like where you like emotionally that got you like sad. For me it was like Lion King.
that any Disney movie you take, dude, like at some point or other, you'll feel like, oh, Lion King. Yeah, Lion King was cranky. Like one, two scenes of that.
I mean,
like
now the thing is, if you watch, like, in what sense do you mean sad? Like sad, like why this is on the air, or sad as an emotional sad?
he's
What do
talking
you
about
mean by that? Emotional sad. Cartoons are not supposed to give you that feeling, right? Like they're supposed to be. Otherwise, why would people tune in to watch if, like, after school they come in and they feel more depressed? What's the point of it?
But no, the thing is that Lion King actually give you a message like fight for your spot in life.
Lion King gives you the advice that you are not born to be king. You need to earn the
You have
post.
to earn it, like yeah, earn your spot. That's what.
Yeah, like and stay away from. You hear you see the ground rumbling. Move from there. Don't stand. But
And if your uncle's name is Scar, be very careful.
his uncle's name not Scar actually. His uncle's name is something else.
Scar, right?
Scar only.
No, no. His uncle's name is something else, and then later on, because he gets the
Mufasa?
scar, Mufasa, yes, and in the cartoon, yes, he is Scar, but his actual name is something else. Because of the fight when he gets a scar, as a degrading term, they start calling him a Scar. So his name is something along the lines of garbage, something like that. The
I'm just going to
Swahili,
Google that real quick.
yeah, the Swahili translation of garbage, they named him that, and then later on they put him as
Did you
Scar.
guys see this one Mulan movie or just see cartoon first?
Neither,
Mulan, no.
neither. I've not seen the movie, nor I've seen the cartoon.
Yeah. And as I see this as a joke, I'm not looking forward to female protagonists. But yeah, I just say that as a joke.
Uh, Female protagonist. That's a good one. How? Okay, wait. Which female protagonist based cartoons have you watched?
Powerpuff Girl.
Apart from that, like that's the go-to answer for everybody.
Oh boy, female protagonist. But that's the thing, it needs to be only one character who's lead. It's not like in a group, like X-Men had like female protagonists.
Yeah, I mean,
but if it's not,
Yeah, so Powerpuff Girls counts because they were a bunch of girls-only group who were in the. Have you watched My Life as a Teenage Robot?
no.
Oh, that's worth a watch. Kim Possible
I haven't
Kim
seen that
Possible.
either. I've seen
On
ads
Disney,
for it,
yeah.
but I've never seen it.
Juniper Lee, Cartoon Network. That
Yes,
came later.
that, I'm sad to say I've seen that.
Why? It was a good show.
It was a good show, but I think that I was like 14 or 15 at the time. Like I should not be watching cartoons at that time.
We were like, dude, I used to finish school and used to come back and I used to love watching
I
that
swear,
show.
yeah.
And I did not watch it for Juniper. I watched it for her brother. I forgot his name, but that dude was like the kid brother, right? He's such a like, oh my god, such a brat. I love the guy. Okay, so you had Juniper Lee, you had My Life as a Teenage Robot, you had this thing also. What do you say, Powerpuff Girls? But do you remember any other this thing, female leads as such that was taking up like the main lead in cartoons? It will be there as an accessory as such, but as a side lead, but never as a lead as such. You're always having like a damsel in distress kind of a thing.
I mean, I've never seen that cartoon, but I've heard the name Josie and the Pussycats, right? Like that was like a female-centric show, if I'm not wrong. But
Yeah,
I've
it
never
was.
seen any episode. It was like 80s show.
Based
To
on
be
based
honest,
off
like
of
there are
Archie's.
there are a lot of shows actually which has given like equal role to the females, I would say.
Yeah, Scooby Doo was a prime example,
Yeah.
right? Like you had like
Not
strong,
really,
smart
not really.
characters.
Again, no, not really, because then you would always have Fred as like the main guy, lead guy, who is like spotted guy who like always comes with the ideas and stuff. Whereas you'd be having
Oh,
Daphne,
no, 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 no,
who's
no, no, not really, not really. It was Velma, the nerd one,
Velma was the smart one.
I'm not talking about
smart
no,
one.
I'm
She
not
used to
talking.
come with the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the brave guy was the lead guy in the leadership role was always Fred. The ditzy one, damsel in distress, like always the damsel in distress was Daphne. You'll be
Daphne.
having you'll be having the smart nerd one whose weakness was the moment her glasses fall, she's blind. That's the weirdest thing. So yeah, she this one Vilma, and then obviously you had Shag and Scoop, but obviously the major focus being on Shag and Scoop. So you didn't have Daphne or Vilma as a lead uh, up until the movie.
Hmm.
Scooby-Doo, the movie that came out. I think up until then, that's when they themselves started coming and saying, I should be the lead and stuff like that. I mean, in the cartoon, in the movie. So, yeah. Okay. So okay. So you said X-Men. So comic book based cartoons.
Yeah. Sorry, what about that?
Like, what's your favorite? What do you remember? Like, what's your go-to cartoon apart from Batman Justice League?
Teen Titans.
Okay. Z.
Comic book cartoons.
And
Uh,
one more thing
it
is
was-
like you said,
Yeah.
like I used to like Phantom.
Nah, Phantom was a comic.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, most of those cartoons kind of were disappointments if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. Batman was the only one which had like quality artwork, quality storylines, quality dialogue. Like the animated series, right? Like it was, even though it was dark,
Yeah.
it was very good.
It was literally dark because they painted the entire the artwork was on
It was
white paper
noir.
and black paper. No,
Yeah.
the drawing was on black paper.
Acha, okay.
So if you see the skyline and everything, right? So it is not that they've painted it black. The paper itself is black. The sketch paper itself is black, and then any bright that you see on that is what they painted. On the other hand, when you have like the complete opposite, that you have Superman. So the Adventures of Superman, that cartoon, it is painted on the white canvas, and then, or the artwork is on a white canvas, and any night shots would be painted dark. Flip side of Batman. Trivia. For me, it is till late Justice League, then Young Justice, and Teen Titans. Maybe not so much, but yeah, surprisingly not Batman in the cartoon. Batman Beyond, yes, but not the Batman, not the original Batman cartoon. It's good, but not my thing.
There was
Yeah,
one more superhero cartoon actually, because I can't remember it.
Spider-Man.
Could be, but I can't remember it. Now, which one is it?
Did you know there's a fake Spider-Man cartoon?
Huh?
Like in bootleg one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
A Japanese one or something. They didn't have the rights to it or something, or Marvel didn't give the rights to them. So they made Spider-Man in such a way that he had a cape and he could fly or something, some crap like that. So and obviously it's not canon, but they have a weird Spider-Man arc altogether. Spider-Man cartoons were absolute rubbish, from what I remember. Only the recent ones are kind of decent, except the latest one that is there is absolute shit. Is absolute rubbish. No, I'm not talking about Into the Spider-Verse. That's a movie. I'm not counting. I'm talking about the Marvel Spider-Man, the cartoon. Absolute rubbish. You have Spectacular Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and stuff like that. Along with it, you also have Spider-Man and Web Warriors and stuff like that. So that sequence of things, those are good.
It was this one actually, the Silver Surfer.
Fantastic Four and Silver
There was a
Surfer.
cartoon.
Yeah, there was a Silver Surfer.
Fantastic Four.
Silver Surfer cartoon was there.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four cartoon, yes, sir. Man. There was oddly good actually. I remember.
No, because
liking
when the
that.
Fantastic Four movie came out, I was just checking out on that. Then I came across the cartoon episodes on YouTube. So going further, seeing that, then only I came across Silver Surfer cartoon.
I remember Silver Surfer as a cartoon
Yeah,
actually.
they had one Silver Surfer. I think it was not broadcast in India and all, I guess, but because I saw it in the YouTube actually.
Okay. Um, if you had okay, like if you had to pick like the top, let's say five cartoons that you would, you know, like not from the childhood. I mean, like throughout all time that you have watched from then on till date, which of the top five you would select?
Top five. Okay, I would go for
Like I'm talking about all the way from then till now.
Tom and Jerry.
Wait, is that rank one or rank five?
Rank one because it has a special this thing because that's the first cartoon I started watching.
Bro, you know countdown starts from five, four, three, two, one, right?
I'm going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He
So
doesn't want to
okay,
build up. Is that's what he's saying?
okay, fine, fair enough.
Then
Number one is Tom and Jerry. Okay,
Actually,
fine.
Then
time is
what?
inverted, Sean. Actually, Nitin is inverted. That's why he's going in the other order.
I watched the movie. And oddly enough, it made sense to me before watching the explanation
Okay, fine.
videos, and then I watched it to confirm it.
Number five, I'll say for me is Johnny Bravo.
Oh yes. Oh my God, we haven't spoken about it. Yes, John Bravo. Yes. Okay, then number four.
Number four is Scooby Doo.
Okay, fair.
Number three is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Really? Okay, fine.
No, I liked it actually. Number two is
Okay,
SWAT
fair enough.
Cats.
Okay, fine. And number one is your Tom and Jerry. Okay, Z.
Oh, I didn't think of a top five list, but I don't want to give any order to them because I think they're all pretty good, right? Like, I liked DuckTales, which used to come up on
Here.
Disney R. Yeah.
Hmm.
Tailspin, even though it was not the greatest, but it was still okay. Like I used to watch it in Disney R, so I have like good memories of that whole situation back then. So I think that's why it holds a certain. I guess it's
Certain
higher
episodes
rank on my list. Yeah, certain episodes were pretty good. Yeah. Then like Samurai Jack has to be there in that list. And then what else I had? I was thinking of. Don't want to leave any out right now.
Okay, if you had to ask,
There was. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, and as Nitin said, Johnny Bravo was a good cartoon, right? That was a good cartoon, and then Batman, the animated series, I guess that I can round it up with my five, like that.
Okay, so, for me, it would be SWAT Cats. I don't know if you guys remember this. Something called as K&D, Kids Next Door.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that was I've seen that. It was a fun show.
Yeah, so Kids Next Door you have, and then you have what do you call that? Justice League. Yes, Justice League. I put number one. So number five is what is the number five was? I forgot what it is. Okay, so wait. I'm going with
Chota Bheem.
oh God, oh, hell no. Okay, let's start again. So I'm having number five as Kids Next Door. Number four I'll take as what was the thing I'm talking about? Tom and Jerry.
SWAT
Maybe,
Cats,
yes.
you said.
I said SWAT Cats. Okay, let's go for number five, SWAT Cats. Number four, Kids Next Door. Number three would be for me Justice League. Number two would be in terms of cartoons. Number two would be of late I would say Young Justice, and number one all time would be Batman Beyond. That being said, do you remember Top Cat?
I do.
It is
Oh no! Now
basically-
you're gonna say Yogi Bear also. Hey, hey, hey.
Have you guys seen Winnie the Pooh?
No.
Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. Like a few episodes, not all of it.
Okay, so for those who don't know, Top Cat is basically you and your friends sitting for tea and discussing as to what new con or what new startup you should start up.
It was a good show, actually.
It was like, I didn't get onto it like until like after watching 2 3 episodes, and then once it struck me, I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of nice, and I started watching that. Top Cat was one, yes, Yogi, but there was one thing called as Wacky Racers,
Yes, it
and
had all the weird characters.
all the weird
Dastardly,
characters.
Dick Dastardly, and
Oh my god, that was
that
amazing.
was so
That's
fun.
Muttley.
Yeah.
And the weird part is I laughed like I laughed like Muttley.
I remember that laugh from after 15, 20 years ago. Oh, that's amazing.
So you had
And he used to
you
laugh
had-
like this also. Like he used to do his arms like that.
yeah. You had the weird dogs you had Dastardly, you had Muttley, you had Droopy.
Oh yes, Droopy. That's inappropriate show, honestly speaking. Miss Vavoom and like
Vavavoom. I don't remember that part of it, but
Vavavoom.
yeah. yeah.
It was very weird. That was why it was always very late. I remember watching it like just a couple of times, and that was
Uh-huh.
during like a vacation or like public holidays. So like I could wake up, like I could stay awake till like late, and I was just watching Cartoon Network. I'm like, oh, what is this? It's highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I would say like nowadays the kids are like very lucky because they got like digital content of all the old cartoons online, and they even have the current cartoons also they can watch on TV, like in anime, movie, series, like all those things they can watch. Compared to us, like for us, like our childhood, we had to wait like a whole calendar year to go back home and watch.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, like, see, now you know, the seasons are over and you can wait for the next season to come out,
Yeah.
right? In our time, we didn't know the whole funda about seasons.
We didn't know like what happened. Like just 30 days
Yeah.
we get to see something. That's it. I'm done.
And not only that, you would be having reruns without realizing as to why a rerun. You think you missed something or is being repeated. Like for example, I remember Ben 10. All of a sudden, new episodes started coming out. Okay, like for a whole month or something, they are having reruns and content, like, repeats or whatever. After some time, like brand new episodes are coming. So I was wondering, like, did I miss a lot in between? What was the storyline and stuff like that? So you had that. Now the kids are like, how so like how we use so in our previous podcast of the OTT or the over the top platform. So we talked about as to how cartoons are having new platforms to come out, and you're having a lot of platforms which are having old, like what Nathan said, you're having old cartoons that are available on your OTT platforms. Uh, because of the series format, like you have season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number of episodes in that. So the episodic nature of the thing, and they don't have to wait. They know season 1 is over, and they know what they have to wait for a couple of seasons later, and then they can watch it. Okay, wait. So Nitin, you asked the question of which cartoon made you emotional or sad, right? My question to you is the complete opposite. Which uh, cartoon like made you go like if you were in a horrible mood, which is the one cartoon you watch to get yourself back into good mood?
Sweat Cats or Tom and Jerry.
Okay, barring Tom and Jerry,
Sorry,
Other
except
than
Tom
Tom
and
and
Jerry.
Jerry.
it could be Adam's Family.
Okay, yeah, Z.
Oh, for me, that cartoon, if I'm not in a good mood, is not a cartoon actually. It's an anime. I watch Naruto random episodes. Just
We are not touching anime because anime is like a whole different ball game altogether.
I
which
know,
will
I know,
become-
but I'm just saying, like, because you mentioned like what if you're like down and you need something like that is that cartoon for me, like anime for me.
okay,
Naruto.
it's not anime then. I mean, if you're talking about a cartoon, not an anime.
Yeah. So that would be like the new version of DuckTales, I guess, because that's the recent most cartoon that I've seen. To be very honest with you, I was watching it with my niece and nephew and actually enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad, and the actors who are voicing those characters are like all pretty good and in their trade. So like David Tennant and yeah, and like it's mostly comedians over there. So it's like it's pretty fun to
And
watch.
actually, in this version of the DuckTales, you have like Donald Duck's presence in this cartoon is much more than it was actually there in the original DuckTales. That's one
Yeah,
thing. Second, thing is that they try to get into more of the mystery part of it and the more you know like the past about the kids, like the Huey, Dewey, Louie, and stuff like that. Right? What their past exactly is and who their mom is and stuff like, which was not there in the original cartoon. If I remember right.
yes.
Darkwing Duck.
What's
That's
that?
that's what Darkwing Duck. Have you seen it?
Darkwing Duck. That's the Looney Tunes character, right?
No, no,
Darkwing
no,
Duck.
no, no, no. It's in the same universe as this fellow, DuckTales.
Really?
Pink
It's
Panther was a
Darkwing.
Yeah.
different brand, right?
Pink Panther is
Different brand, right?
Pink Panther is
Yes.
a different brand. Yeah, I know. I think it's coming under
It's
Hanna Barbera.
French.
Hanna Barbera had actually Hanna Barbera had a good lineup of shows. You had like so Johnny Bravo was a very it's a very masochist show, but it's like oddly very funny. There was only one episode I liked in the end, not liked, but it was like sort of I felt sad for the guy because he finally likes a girl and the girl finally likes him back. And at the end of the show like spoilers alert, but at the end of the episode, you find out that she's a werewolf. That was I felt sad for because he finally meets a girl who likes him and stuff like that. That was a nice one. Johnny Bravo was good. You had in Hanna Barbera you had quite a few actually. Scooby Doo was actually part of Hanna Barbera. What about shows like your? Okay, wait. Have you seen Generator Rex?
I've heard it, but I have not seen it.
It's good. They had a crossover with Benton. It's good. So basically, it is something similar to. I don't know if you've seen this TV series called as Chuck. Um, no. Okay.
Chuck's
So
show. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
love the show, but so it's basically somewhat similar. You have like a government agent who's tied up with a kid who is having superpowers or who's been injected with something, or he's able to control some superpowers or whatever it is, and he's having a crush on a lady scientist and the whole thing. So it's kind of a good show, underrated, highly underrated show. Okay, which according to you is the most underrated show? Cartoon show, underrated, according to you?
Phantom.
Maybe because I don't even remember watching Phantom.
That's why it was like not well marketed, I would say, because the show had like a lot of scope to be like one of the top actually.
Okay. And what would be the most overrated show?
I would say not really. I don't get any name for that.
Okay. Zeke, for you, what's the most underrated show? What's the most overrated show?
Overrated, I would just say for me, I would prefer Roadrunner because there was no meaning in that.
Yeah, I think it was more like an endless loop. You would know what would
Yeah.
happen at the end of the show, anyways.
Yeah.
And actually, any part of that episode could have ended at any point. Like how many times the guy is going to look down and he's going to fall. So yeah, okay, yeah, it is a little overrated. See, what's your take? What's your overrated and underrated shows?
I don't want to take out like a personal vendetta, but like I don't understand the point of SpongeBob SquarePants at all. Since it belongs to cartoon universe, like I really don't understand.
This is actually the second podcast where you're saying that you don't like SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
So, yeah,
mean. I'm
SpongeBob
sorry,
SquarePants.
whoever's listening and is a fan of SpongeBob. I have nothing against you. It's just yeah, I just never liked that show. It's a very weird cartoon, I feel.
I
I don't
think
know.
anyone who would be fans of SpongeBob would be probably because of the whole the meme culture of it, I guess.
Of course, yes,
Like
memes.
it's
There's
a
like
very
a lot of
meme
meme
worthy show.
content in there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a
Okay,
very
and
weird cartoon. Yeah.
that's your
Um.
overrated show.
Yeah. 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 And I underrated. And I have to think like some show that I liked and not many people liked. Um. Nothing comes to mind actually speaking. Like most of the shows like I think you guys have mentioned like whatever I used to watch you guys also have watched, so like we have similar tastes, and there's no cartoon like that I felt which was not deserving to be in that named in that list. So I don't know, I don't have any that come to mind as overrated, sorry, underrated shows.
Underrated. Okay. For me, overrated, underrated. I think I'll go with the underrated one. The underrated one for me, the most underrated show for me is actually Young Justice, but I would have said that a couple of years back. But now because the fact that the fan base of that has like exploded and they've helped to bring back Young Justice onto the onto Netflix and stuff. So maybe I finally understood as to how this thing is. But I think Tom and Jerry is okay. So here's an unpopular opinion. Tom and Jerry is good. Okay,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo also is good, but I would think out of the two, Scooby Doo is the most overrated show because you would it's the episode is so I know, but the thing is the episode is so obvious. You know, the crew drives into a town. It's a spooky town. Then you see one shady character, and then you see one a nice character, and then they kind of have a conflict, and then at the end you know what's going to happen. Like you actually end up finding out. You know who the it's basically like
So
CID in India. You know who the villain
no,
is.
no,
So
but
it's a
that's the
very
whole point of the
cliched.
show, right? You're trying to solve the cartoon with, like, you're trying to solve the mystery with those characters. Like, that's
First
why.
2 3 episodes, yeah, but the formula is so overused
Of course,
that
yeah.
you
It
know
is
it is
basically
nothing.
CID. It is basically CID of the
Yeah,
60s.
crime happens. And the thing is, it's not even a crime. So I would actually side with the villains in this. It's like you pesky kids. If you pesky kids had not interfered, I would have got away with it. It's what were they doing anyways? Like there was no crime involved at any point. They were just scaring the people over there, right? So robbing, you would very rarely see people robbing banks and stuff like that. Why are they getting involved? Don't I mean like how long is their vacation? Seriously, what are they doing? How are they paying for the
They
petrol?
they are basically millennials. That's a dystopian future of millennials, like unemployed,
I'm going to
jobless.
use Nitin's logic in this. Yeah, I'm going to use Nitin's logic in this. Like, okay, so Dexter can pay for most of his stuff because he has things to sell, inventions to sell, and patents and royalties and stuff. When it comes to like these burgers, okay, like they are on the road. They are where are they staying? Are they even
So
sleeping?
they are staying. Okay, so just to answer to your theory, and this is just mere speculation at this point. My understanding of what, actually not even understanding, I'm just making stuff up now, but I think they're just hitchhiking, not even hitchhiking, they're just traveling through America, and they're trying to solve mysteries, and they hear, oh, this place has X issue, let's try to find what's the root cause of it. And the local authorities are being good Samaritans and paying them rewards for like solving those mysteries, and that's how they proceed on to the next episode, the next mystery, and so on and so forth.
But how? What
I
is
like
the
to
source
think
of
of it as
income?
that. That's the thing. Like
Yeah, so
that's
it's
reward for ridding the town of an issue.
yeah, but how much reward would you have to go? Like, bro, you have to like travel from one state to the other state, and you're traveling from one state to the other state, and it's a van. Okay, I mean, like, where are you going to sleep?
That's why it's a van. They have like the whole compartment at the back to just set up.
It's like
Yeah,
around
it's like a
five. Listen, like 4 people and a dog.
Yeah,
four people and a dog. I think the reason why these people can understand Scooby is because of the fact that they're all sitting in the same van and they're breathing the same air to the point that they can actually speak dog. It's
Well, I had one
it's a very
suspicion.
weird thing.
No, but Shaggy, he
Cookies,
comes across as a stoner, right? Like he comes across as a proper
cookie,
stoner.
cookie.
Cookies, yeah. So there's
Yeah, I
something
mean,
laced in those cookies. So that's why like
Yeah.
Shaggy and Scoob are like addicted, keep eating that, and that's how like Shaggy is able to communicate with Scoob.
Munchies.
Munchies, yeah.
That's a very popular theory, actually. It's a very thing. Okay, so yeah, so the most overrated show for me is by uh, thing. It is Scooby Doo. Underrated show, I think, would be The Batman. That's an underrated show.
Which one?
Now I'm not talking about the ones that no, that's what. So I'm not talking the ones that you know the classic one, Batman the animated series. I'm not talking about that. This is called The Batman, which is which came after that. So it didn't have as much of popularity or as much of a cult following as to beat as. It is more about this. So you had a very good episode like Batman versus Dracula. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire episode goes to how he fights Alucard. So it's a good. I think the most underrated cartoon series would be the Batman. So that. Okay. So any other points you guys want to bring out?
Like I said, I want the current kids to see this and judge themselves, like what they have missed out and what is the current state of cartoons.
So when you're talking about current state of cartoon, which is the cartoon you hate today?
See, I don't know names because I was just browsing to the channel. I saw
No, you have to name. No, you have to name. You have to name. Which is the one cartoon you absolutely hate of today?
that's what I see. I don't know the name. It's all like some kind of doodle stick characters and stuff like that. Because I was browsing the channel, I went to cartoon and this is what I see.
Doodle stick character. What do you mean?
Like it's kind of a stick kind of characters, and they are. It's more like dramatic now. I would say the cartoon is.
One cartoon that I hate absolutely is Augie and the Cockroaches.
Oh my god.
So annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah. That was that was horrible.
There was another one
Uh,
which I used to hate when I was a kid because one of my like cousin, she used to irritate me. She wants to watch something with ostrich, and one more was the Bob the Builder.
That's not a cartoon.
Yeah.
That's like really like babyish, like early
Yeah,
childhood animation.
Stop animation, right? Okay, animation.
Yeah, I don't know what.
but that used to
but
come
yeah,
on TV actually, like episode by episode.
E Junior. E Junior. Yeah. It's called E Junior. Marsupilami. I don't know if you remember. There was a cartoon Marsupilami. I think it's a French.
Yes,
Cartoon. There
yes,
was
it was very.
with
It was like a primate.
a elongated tail. Yeah, with a very long tail. Um, Cartoon I hate the most today. Titans Go. Teen Titans Go. It's okay. Wait, no, wait. Teen Titans Go. The new Ben 10. I think majority of the cartoons which are there today, it's they've skipped out on storylines. Like you had one cartoon. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a cartoon called House of Imaginary Friends.
Oh yeah. Foster's Home for Imaginary
Um,
Friends or Imaginary.
Foster's Home for Imaginary.
Yeah.
The creativity in that, like having imaginary friends and a guy, like Blue being the imaginary friend and stuff like that. It was really creative. But now it's more like just for the sake of having fun, or just for the sake of like uh, having a show online and just it's very weird now.
Like what I felt was like whenever I see like the cartoon these days, like it's not like keeping you hooked out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not giving you that addictive. It's not. No, I won't say addictive, but it's more. It's not keeping you interested enough to watch the show or to even
Yeah.
find out what's going to happen next.
So
Like Tom and Jerry, like you're saying Tom and Jerry was a favorite, right? But Tom and Jerry never really had an episodic sort of a feature. But even though it was like it had a formula, like Scooby Doo, right? But even then, you would still want to watch and see as to what new thing would Jerry come up with to trap,
like Tom will come
Tom.
up to trap Jerry.
So yeah, and how like you had to see them where Jerry would throw the plates, and Tom had to like balance the entire plate all the way to the top, and like, that kind of a weird stuff. And like, so there's this one thing you notice, okay, in Tom and Jerry, whenever Tom gets, he gets punched into a box and he becomes the shape of a box.
Yeah.
He gets. If you see anything when he becomes different shape, right? He blinks twice, and the sun comes ting ting, and then he gets back to the normal shape. So those kind of things, the nuances of the show, right? Now the shows don't have those things. There's no fun to watch the shows now. And by the way, for the listeners, yes, we are 30 plus people. 30 plus in
Not,
terms of
no,
age.
I'm not yet. Just to clarify, I'm not 30 yet.
You
At the
will
time of this taping.
recording. But yes,
At the
you
time
will.
of this recording.
In
Yes,
a
one day.
couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks, you will be.
One day.
In the near future, like very, very near future, you will be 30. Point being that we are 30-year-old people who do watch cartoons. So we are coming from a place of love, that we love cartoons, and the fact that we have grown up watching cartoons and we've actually seen the evolution of cartoons. So what it was before, as in like what Nathan said, like we have seen the cartoons of 1980s also. Like your, which is the one you was talking about, the animal thing, the tiger thing, Wildcats, right?
Wildcats.
Thundercats.
SWAT cats.
Thundercats.
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 Some cats.
Yeah, some cats. Some from all the way from Thundercats to Top Cat to SWAT cats to all the cats to now it's just some weird cartoons you see online. So it's just seeing
Cats
the evolution
movie.
of the cartoons altogether.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the cat. Oh, that's one thing. It's going down in history, which is not to be spoken about. But yeah, so I don't know. So what? Okay, so like if you were to, so we're wrapping this up. So but before wrapping up, do you have any other points you want to make?
The only like I want our viewers and listeners, I want them to like comment their favorite cartoons,
Okay.
like what they feel is like the best top 5 cartoons for them.
Yeah, at least we'll have a list to watch then from their cartoon, from their list of cartoons.
Yeah, true, right. And if they have seen the current cartoons, how will they, from their point of view, how they see that from what they have seen when they were a kid actually? And
What?
will they suggest the old cartoons to their kids? Like, I mean, from their point of view, if they're still following cartoons, will they suggest to their kids the current cartoon or the previous one where we grew up watching?
Okay, fine. So, as in, like, would they prefer to watch the Ben 10 of today, or would they prefer to watch the Ben 10 of what we grew up watching?
Yes.
Example.
Will they prefer?
Teen Titans.
Yeah. Will they prefer
Example.
Will they prefer the current blah blah blah, or will they prefer the kids to watch
The
something
best
like
example, so Teen Titans Go or Teen Titans?
yeah, or something
Titans goes
current blah
off
blah
today.
shit, or the Adams Family, Jetsons, Flintstones. Like there are a lot of variety out there. We had.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cartoons have been a very what do you say, like it's how we grew up, right? That affected our pop culture, that affected our interests and everything. So each person has a different personality, and to some extent you can say cartoons have a big role in that. Like Sean, like you're a professor and a teacher, but you have your favorite shows related to like superheroes, Batmans, and like ideal role models and things like that. So you've kind of shaped yourself into that mold to try and better influence the next generation of thinkers and workers and so on and so forth. But going to
Those
the
who are
actual
listening to
question,
this, when you
Yes.
wait, before you go. So those who are listening, when Zishan said that I'm shaping myself into it, ideally, in terms of ideals, not in terms of actual shape, because in terms of actual shape, I'm probably like the cartoon that Nathan mentioned, a stick figure. So okay, now carry on.
but yes, yeah. So regarding cartoons, like I don't know. Most of us have probably outgrown a lot of cartoons by now. But once in a while, it's a good thing to watch because it takes me down memory lanes. At least for me, like it takes me back to the good old days. Like sometimes I like to forget that
Yeah.
I'm like almost a 30 something having a job, and
Yeah.
like the other stresses of life. Like you kind of like, it's like a way of escapism from the reality for just a short duration. You come back a bit refreshed. So yeah, like as I mentioned, right, like I was watching DuckTales with my niece and nephew, so it kind of took me back to when I was roughly their age, and how my mom made like uh mango ras with like chapati or like puri or things like that. So it takes me back to like that, the good old days for me. So that's my
Nostalgia.
linkage with, yeah, nostalgia factor is there for me, cartoon. So um if you guys, whoever's listening or watching this, whoever's listening, go and watch your favorite cartoons. It might bring you back some good old memories that you might have forgotten in a while in this stress of this world.
Oh,
Just catch up a
100%.
bit.
Uh, okay. Nitin, if you are going to suggest um, one cartoon that everyone should watch. Like kids of today should watch one cartoon that you watched when you're growing up. Which cartoon would it be?
Hmm. Interesting. Only one, right?
Only one. Like the one cartoon that you watched when you were growing up. Which cartoon would that be? Would you suggest to the kids of today?
I would suggest them like
See, the question comes to me. You go to next. Like if बाद में क्या होगा, what will happen is that when I come to you, that time you start thinking. So I'm doing it now. So the question is coming to you next.
No, I know.
I'll suggest some SWAT cats.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, there's no reboot of SWAT. Okay, so why would you suggest SWAT test to them?
It is entertaining, it's superhero stuff, and I love it. So I would like people to watch it and enjoy themselves.
Okay. What was it?
It's a tough question, honestly speaking. Because depending on, no, I know I'm trying to be diplomatic. So yeah, for the listeners, Sean and Nitin always usually on opposite ends. I'm the diplomatic one. I usually am somewhere in the middle. But yeah, like there's just so many different types of cartoons out there. Like just depending on if you like goofy stuff, there's one. If you like interesting stuff, dark stuff, there's like different varieties. But I guess Batman would be my suggestion, like the noir version, like the 95 96 series of Batman. I think that would be a very interesting for a little more mature audience. For kiddish audience, it's there's just a lot. Like you can't really condense to like one show that you should be watching. But yeah, for the mature audience, yes, the Batman animated series from 90, 94, 95, or 96, I don't know.
Yeah, 90s show. Yeah. Okay, so from my side, if I were to suggest one show that the kids should watch, I think it would be. Um, Actually, I was actually going to say Sportcats, but then so Nathan already said that. So instead of Sportcats, maybe I would say Kids Next Door, because I think like this is an ironic statement because the reason why I'm saying Kids Next Door is because um, the idea of imagination. So Kids Next Door, it's all about like five kids or a group, not just five kids. It's a whole network of kids who are acting as sort of secret agents, and their tree house is the base of operation and stuff. So they're basically rebelling against adults. So the moment you become, so you have the three phases. You have kids, you have teenagers, and you have adults. So the teenagers are basically the in process villains. So they can be good, they can be bad, and the adults are the villains of the show. So um, Kids Next Door is a TV show which I'm genuinely suggesting because kids today, I think, have lost the imagination factor. I think maybe not lost, but the imagination has actually decreased. I would say because there's no space for imagination. like for us when we were growing up, you had to you had your things of what was your favorite holiday, what did you do during a holiday, and stuff like that. Today you have a curriculum and you have to follow the curriculum, and there are set number of questions you have to answer as a kid. So the idea of imagination has like kind of run out from kids. uh, so when it comes to kids next door, what you would see is, so every episode name would be an acronym. Like for example, it'll be like, for example, Operation. Um, okay, so for example, Operation knee, KNW. So then they will say KNW would be, maybe let's say, kids need emergency evacuation. Okay, that would be, so the thing is, using the, how creative would you have to be to have an operation name with a word, but it's actually an acronym. Then how they come up with the most weirdest things. So like, for example, you have the maybe egg beater, and egg beater they wrap it around with something else, and then becomes sort of a grappling gun. So the way of imagination for these kids is like completely out of the blue. So then yes, Kids Next Door will be one number one underrated show, and second thing would be one show which I would really suggest kids to watch today.
Right. Guys, I hope you enjoyed about the cartoon shows and everything. So, like I said, please don't forget to comment down your favorite cartoons. And at the same time, please take proper precautions for the COVID out there, because COVID is nowhere gone, still there. So, wear proper masks, use proper sanitizers, and keep the distance. Go out only if necessary, and stay safe, guys.
Yeah, I'll echo Nitin's sentiments, and yeah, just stay safe, guys. Don't take undue risk. Only go out if necessary, and yeah, take all necessary precautions.
You literally echo what you said.
That's why I said I echo, but it's inverted. I switched the order.
Okay, I would like to end out the session. I'm sitting for training for the past week, and I'm so used to saying we end the session. We end the session. I'm so used to saying, I'm sorry, we're not ending the session. We're ending the episode today with a message of there are new strains of the COVID coming out. This is more like season one of COVID-19 is over, and we're entering into season two. So
COVID Pro Max.
unfortunately, that appears to be what's happening right now. So please take care, drink a lot of water, and yes, I'm coughing and sneezing, but I don't have COVID. Um, uh, but yes, you can always see me drinking tea every now and then, just to make sure that I don't continue coughing. So yes, please keep drinking water. Please make sure that you're hydrated regularly. Uh, Vaccinations are out. If you want to go, if you want to wait, research more about them and go ahead with the vaccination, do that. If you feel that you want to go for the vaccination right now itself, do that. But either way, think about it for your vaccinations. Think about your health first. You are more important. If something happens to you, your families get affected, and more importantly, the our listener base gets impacted, because our numbers will start reducing. So please take care of your health and make sure that you share our podcast where we can. Sort of an announcement. Um, our podcasts obviously are available is available on Spotify, as well as on Google Podcasts as well. We The name has been changed from the Above Average Podcast on Google podcast these things. It has now come to What's for Today, and we will be releasing the videos of our podcast on YouTube very shortly, but it won't be anytime soon. It'll probably be somewhere in the month of February or something. Once we have enough episodes out on Spotify. So once one season is out, we'll be releasing the episodes out. And yes, we also do have a new member on the show. That is, so we have Nitin, we have Z, we have, well, myself, and we also have a new member who is Rishi. Rishi, as you have seen on the, or heard on the previous podcast, so he is not there with us today because he is not feeling well. But he'll be joining for next podcast, and I think next podcast should be out by next week. So I hope to see you guys then. Take care, and this is a long wrap up.
Goodbye,
Take
guys.
care. Bye bye.
Yeah, stay safe. Bye.